Is the embryo a human being, or is it something more primitive that has the potential to become a human being sometime in the future?
What is it?
It was hot in there.
Whenever there are touchy topics like this, there are a lot of people that do not have these discussions in good faith. They debate with the purposes of hearing your argument so that they can go back to the drawing board and come up with a rebuttal. So it's not for the purposes of arriving at the truth of a matter. So one commenter left a wordy comment on the last video I posted where we discussed the culture of frivolity surrounding the advent of baby disposal clinics. And this person suggested that a father who advocates on the behalf of his flesh and blood is silly. I mean, what could you possibly mean when you say that arguing against abortion is silly? But typically when someone is backed into a logical corner, they go ad hominem. But if you stay in the pocket of a discussion, you can embarrass them quite easily. So this person wrote,
"That bundle of cells becomes a person when it is capable of living outside of the host body without heroic medical interventions required. And that without heroic medical interventions, part is needed so you don't have people being prosecuted simply because a birth happened while they were not at a well-equipped hospital. And once you are a person that is born, then you have the rights we give to the born, which defeats the thinking that if you become disabled after birth and need heroic medical interventions to continue living, that you might not be a person anymore."
But listen, when they come with elementary arguments like this, just sit back, grab a cup of tea, stick your pinky out, and take a sip. So, if the child in utero is not a human being, and does not become a human being with the right to life until they have emerged from the mother's body, then why, if a pregnant woman is a victim of a crime where both she and the baby in her womb perish, why is it considered to be a double homicide? Homo is Latin for human, the suffix "side" denoting an act of killing. So in other words, killing a human. Now, do I need to explain what double means? So you can't call it a human when it is unfortunately killed one way, and not call it a human when it is conveniently killed another. But then again, common sense is no longer common, so I'm not surprised that your passion outweighs your intellectual prowess.